How's it going, fantasy friends? Happy end of week 4. Well, one game left. Ryan, you lost your job doing the fantasy rankings because you only did one, and you said you would update it from time to time. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna jump right into it because this isn't gonna take long at all. Because most of you guys are pretty atrocious, and I say that nicely. I'm going to start from number 10 and work my way back. And number 10 is obviously Rick Baker or Georgia Peach Farted. Wow. If your team was as good as you were racist, you'd probably be number 1. However, they're not. Rob Gronkowski's put up, a total of 6 points. Awesome pickup. Awesome pick in first round. You have 0 number 1 wide receivers. I guess you could say Doug Baldwin is. He put up 9 points. Atrocious. Just atrocious. I honestly see nothing else. Panthers defense put you up a nice 2 points this week, and I'm going to guess they're going to do a lot of the same in weeks to come. Looking at your bench, I can't even help you out and say that you had players on the bye. Tom Brady on suspension. That's it, kid. That's it. You suck. I don't even know if you'll be invited back next year. That team's atrocious. You're a disgrace. Number 9, not much better. Not much better at all, actually. I'll give number 9 to Mr. Joe Prentice, or Joe JP33. Tyrod Taylor quarterbacks. That's the first thing that catches my eye. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Rodgers was on the bye. All right, I forgot because you wasted your first round pick on Rodgers. So, again, you're 0-3, about to be 0-4 unless Stephon Diggs puts up 28 points against me, which, knowing my luck, that'll probably happen. C.J. Anderson. I tried to trade you for him. I tried to get him. I tried to help you out. You wouldn't want it. He put up 11 points, and defenses have figured out that the Broncos are going to run the ball. I didn't think it was that big of a surprise, but apparently Carolina couldn't figure it out in week 1. Bernard had a sweet 6-point game. Stewart's out for you. Jennings is gone. Who I don't know how long he's out, but still, even when he comes back, that's another 5-point running back. Atrocious. Coleman, yeah, you have nothing for running backs. Allen Robinson is your best wide receiver. I'll give you that. Jeremy Maclin's god-awful. Did you forget that Kansas City threw 1 touchdown pass to a wide receiver in the past 3 years? I love you, Joe, but man, fantasy's not your year this year. I don't know how you made it as far as you did last year. We'll go to number 8 with Tom Terrian. Tom, how you started 2-1? You got lucky and beat me, I guess. I don't know. I guess I didn't make my trades by the time I played you, so I guess you got lucky. Jameis Winston had 1 good week, and of course it was the week he played me, so I'll just throw that out there. Garbage now. Garbage. He played Denver this week, but he's not going to have good games like you think he is. Dustin, that goes for you. Mike Evans is not going to be better than Julio Jones, so I don't know why you're holding on to him as strong as you are. Rudolph is a great tight end, I'll give you that. Devontae Freeman is not Devontae Freeman of 2015. You should have figured that out by now. Michael from Seattle, I don't know. Once Russell Wilson's healed up and he starts running the ball better than his running backs, you're screwed there. DeAndre Hopkins is a bust this year. I have 0 people to throw him the ball. I mean, nobody. You did better than I thought you would. I mean, you aren't as fucking bad as, Joe or Becker, but I think by the end of the year, it might be a contest of the biggest retard. Man, it's going to be a tough way. We'll move to number 7. We'll go to Carlin's team here. And Carlin, I think I'm pretty nice to give you the 7th spot, to be 100% honest with you. Mainly because you trash talk Pittsburgh as much as you do, and your team's just fucking awful. Andrew Luck, he couldn't even pull out a win against the Jaguars. And that seemed like a game they should have. Still put up 19 points, yeah, whatever. West was your best pickup. That's probably your best player on your team now that you picked him up. Washington, I get you had to put a backup running back in, but boy, I mean, let me just stop and say that I offered you a great trade for AJ Green that my sister got the benefit of and ended up fucking you in the ass with. I just want to point that out there. Trade's still on the offer. I'll still take trades for you for AJ Green. Vincent Jackson's not going to do anything. Again, understand, got to play him because of the bye. But your players that are on the bye, you're trying to use that as an excuse. Randall Cobb's done nothing in the first 3 weeks. Jordan Matthews, he did better than I thought. I'm the man, I can admit when I'm wrong. He did better. Eddie Lacy is fucking trash. I mean, when there's a running back that's fatter than I am, he's probably not going to do too well. And I mean, Derek Carr's backup quarterback. Why are you not starting Derek Carr? Andrew Luck's trash. Just stop. He's garbage. Antonio Gates is out. Just drop him. He's fucking 40 years old. All right, he's done. He's over with. Forsett, sweet. You should probably drop him too. He lost his starting role. Hey, I'm done with your team. That team's trash too. So we'll go number 6, and I hate to give the number 6 spot to you because to start the year, I really thought that it was gonna be me and you in the finals, but goes to Pine Street Pain, Ryan Lee. Injuries fucked you, kid. There's no better way of putting it. I mean, the only reason why you made it to number 6 is because you got Le'Veon Bell back, and he's an absolute monster. He proved that last night. First week back, 144 yards rushing. That's monster numbers. LaShawn McCoy, I know you're trying to push him, trying to move him. That's good. I don't know why you keep starting Jackson. I'm looking. Jordy Nelson was on the bye. Deshaun Jackson's a drop. He had one good week against Pittsburgh. But, I mean, Philadelphia had a good week against Pittsburgh. So, I mean, anybody can. Mike Wallace, I mean, I get it. You're trying to piece it together. Greg Olsen is just as much of a stud as he was last year. That's for sure. I'm sure Nicole is still crying that you have him and she doesn't. Blake Bortles, that was one of his better games. I mean, your team's there. You play Dustin, who had Julio Jones. Nothing you're going to do against that. I still see it being me and you in the finals because I don't believe anybody knows more about fantasy than me and you. Number 5, we'll give it to my sister Nicole. And Nicole, let me just say that before the trade that I gave you, I was about to put you with Becker. I mean, and your trade thinking is just awful. I mean, fucking atrocious. I really wanted to hit you, and you're my sister. I mean, before I traded with you, let's just put it this way. Your starting running backs, I got to go down and look, was D'Angelo Williams. He touched the ball twice, Nicole. Twice. I just want to put that. Chris Ivory, he gave you 2 points. That's it. That was all you had. I just don't understand. I don't understand where you're going at. Anyway, we'll continue. Your team bounced back because of me. I mean, I'm pretty much running 2 fantasy teams. I'm a little bit biased, and I have to help my sister out. Anyway, Cam Newton out with a concussion. I mean, he can't get any more retarded than he already is, so you're probably set there. Frank Gore's not going to put up 19 points a game, but he's good for double digits. Antonio Brown and Emmanuel Sanders. I mean, Pittsburgh native. It's what life's about. That's always going to be fantasy studs. Michael Crabtree, I did not ever see him having a multiple TD game, but wow. Yeah, he lit it up this week. You got a good team moving forward. You're still a little scary at the running back position. I don't know if I trust Frank Gore to go on for the rest of the year. I believe I was pretty nice to your team, putting him number 5. Number 4 goes to Pat. And Pat, you're about to be 4-0. And I look at your team, and I don't know how the fuck you're about to go 4-0. I mean, David Johnson is great, but Phil Rivers hasn't been doing that much. I have him in another fantasy league. That's the only reason why I know he sucks as bad as he has. Mark Ingram is not as good, and you guys stop sending me trade offers for him because I'm about to slit your throat. Marvin Jones, that was a good pickup, but like I said, you see him with only 12 points this week. He's going to slowly decline. He's not Calvin Johnson. He might pretend to be for the first 3 weeks, but as you can see, that's not going to happen anymore. Larry Fitzgerald, I'm not a fan of starting a running back and a wide receiver from the same team, because then they have garbage games like they did last night, and you got to combine what you should get from one of them. So, not a fan there. You have anybody on the bye this week? Nope. Matt Ryan on your bench with 40 points. Smart play there. I mean, he only had double what Phillip Rivers had. I can't talk this week, though, so I'll let it go on that one. Oh, thanks for trying to trade me Michael Thomas, whatever the fuck that cat's name is. He had one good game. I'm not going to trade you for him. Thank you. Let's see who else. Oh, Landry for the trade. I'd say I fucked you on that trade. I feel bad, and I'm almost letting you fuck me on a David Johnson trade because I'm willing to trade you Todd Gurley and Benjamin for Johnson, who's equally as good as Gurley, and then for I don't even know his name. That's how Sterling Shepard. Sterling Shepard. Garbage. Anyway, we'll go on. Oh, TJ Riddick, how's that working out for you, Mr. Number 1 running back? Yeah, 9 points this week, and what do you have, 8 points last week? Yeah, whatever. You're sitting at number 4. You'll make the playoffs. You aren't going to see me, though, because you'll probably already be out by the time you get to me. Anyway, number 3 best team goes for the brother-in-law, Dustin. And I hate to give you the 3rd spot overall because I look at your team, and a lot of what I'm saying is based off of this week, and I apologize, but I don't make videos every week, so you gotta get it as I take it. Julio Jones was half your team's points this week. That being said, you got an all-around team. I'll give you that. It's much like my team. You don't have anybody. I mean, Julio Jones will, but you don't really have many players that are going to wow you. You're going to have the players that are consistent. I don't know what happened to Matt Forte the past 2 weeks. Yeah, he's made my dick soft. I mean, boy, I was pre-coming when I was watching him the first 2 games. And, yeah, now it's not even a wiggle down there. It's soft as a pillow. Amari Cooper, great wide receiver. I knew at the beginning of the season, though, he wasn't going to put up numbers. He gets a lot of receiving yards, doesn't catch touchdowns. You could thank Michael Crabtree for stealing those. God, that's got to be awkward playing your wife. I'd hate that, especially if she ever beat me. Your bench, Spencer Ware's going to be useless because he's on the bye, and then Jamal Charles will make a full comeback, I hope. Beasley, good PPR guy, I guess. Jacob Tamme, again, you're another one. You'll make the playoffs because there's nobody else in your division that could challenge you. Yeah, and number 2, this is going to sound a little bit surprising because I'm normally really high on myself, but I can't put myself number 1. I got to go with my own team here, and it's very hard to do. I had Matt Stafford starting. I have 2 good quarterbacks, and I always play the wrong one every week, so if you play me, don't worry, I always play the wrong running back. But, I mean, just with my trades this year, can we just stop and look? I have Todd Gurley, Lamar Miller, and Jamal Charles. That's probably top 3 of the 6 running backs in the league. I mean, they got to be somewhere in there. And once Gurley gets going, which he slow start, he's coming back around now. I mean, I'll take a 12-point game against a good defense. Anyway, like I said, my team is much like Dustin's. Consistency. I haven't really had a game where they wowed you, but, I mean, double-digit points from everybody, and I'm okay with that. I could live with that, especially when it comes to playoff time, and you guys have duds. My team's pretty much going to fuck up anybody except for maybe Dustin and Chris. Maybe Pat. I guess you could put Pat in that conversation. I had a slow start, obviously, because I didn't make any trades. I didn't have any of my waiver wire players, which have, that's how you work it, baby. Other than that, you guys realize once I get in the playoffs that I'm probably going to fucking destroy everybody. Chris is the only competition. I don't know. That's all I could look at. And yeah, with that being said, we'll go number 1. And the most shocker, honestly, when my sister was telling me about you, I really, really thought you were going to be like a fucking 0-8 somehow kind of guy. Chris, me and Ryan actually just got done drinking some beers together, and we're sitting here looking at your team and saying, how the fuck do you have the wide receivers that you have? I mean, honestly, you got Odell Beckham Jr., Demaryius Thomas, Dez Bryant, and Julian Edelman on the bench. Like, was I fucking drunk during the draft? Apparently everybody was, like, for you to get the team that you have. It's not just there. You look at your running backs. DeMarco Murray and Melvin Gordon are fucking studs this year. I mean, I hate to suck your team's dick, but I have no choice. I You have 131 points, and OBJ hasn't even touched the field yet. Hey, damn. Tom Brady comes back this week. Julian Edelman will be a psycho going forward. Crowell, I'd probably get rid of. He had a good game this week, but he also played Washington, and it's the Cleveland Browns, so yeah, it's just fucking atrocious. Dak Prescott on your bench doesn't impress me, but Carson Palmer doesn't impress me either, and let's see, he has another concussion too. So, that's how you have it. Again, I'll run it down real quick. I probably should have done this at the beginning so you guys didn't have to watch this entire fucking thing, but see, we'll go from number 1 down. So, best team, I honestly have my money on him to win the championship. Because I can't even put myself in that category. It would be Chris. I don't even know what the fuck your name is. Dallas Cowboys, crop tops. Okay, now I think you're a fucking faggot. So yeah, we'll go Chris. Obviously me, number 2. I have this. I'll probably still win the championship because I'm the luckiest man in the world. Dustin, Pat, Nicole, Ryan, Carlin, and I mean really Tom, Joe, and Becker. Wow. I mean, if anybody watches the league, I think all 3 of you should share a fucking shitty trophy. I can't even. Wow. And Joey, like you're going from like first to worst. I mean, obviously not first because I won last year, but yeah. Before I wrap this video up, I'm gonna go to standings and let's just see if my predictions are pretty right. Chris is at top, obviously, and I don't even know who beat you, but whoever did, congratulations, because it'll probably never happen again. Dustin, how you're 3-0 again? Surprising. Your team is not really a wow. I mean, you got Julio Jones. That's it. That's your wow. Yeah. If after this, after this, the East Division, it's all going to be there'll be 3 teams, 2-2, and that's going to be a push for the playoffs. That'll be pretty interesting. Like I said, Chris, you're going to walk in there. Joe, sorry, you suck. I don't know, I'd probably just trade away your team and probably trade him to me and help me out. Again, I'll take C.J. Anderson. I've tried for about fucking 3 weeks now. Oh, man. Other than that, I hate this. I don't know why we let Chris have such a good team. But, Ryan, all I'll say is that injuries fucked you. I can't believe it's not going to be me and you in the championship this week, or this year. That's pretty sad, actually. It's pretty sad. But, well, I'll let it wrap up at that. And I don't know, unless there's some big injury that happens, I'll update it from there. That's all I got.